Hello and welcome to more Know Your Members of Congress for the 119th Congress. Before we get into today's video, I do want to go ahead and remind you all there are two ways to donate to the channel if you are so inclined. I have a Patreon account, which is a month-to-month donation system, and I have a Coffee account, which allows you to do the same thing. But you can also make single one-time solo donations. I'll be putting the link to both in the description box below the video. Do not donate if you are in financial straits. Take care of what you need to take care of. It's hard enough out there with the idiots in charge as they are. And the mess they've made of everything. If you can afford to donate and you want to donate, thank you. I do appreciate it. It's me, myself, and I. I do the research, filming, editing, posting, all that. And so far, I've chosen not to do commercials as a personal choice. And I'm not getting paid anything for the videos as right now. So, yeah. With that said, let's go ahead and hop into the video itself. Today, we are looking at Senator John Kennedy, who is one of the two senators for the state of Louisiana. He is a Republican, and before he took office, he was preceded in office by David Vitter. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at who John Kennedy is as an individual. He was born in Centerville, Mississippi on November the 21st, 1951. Earned a Bachelor of Arts from Vanderbilt University in 1973, a JD from the University of Virginia School of Law in 1977, and a BCL from Oxford University in Oxford, England in 1979. So he's got all this under his belt. Why do you act so fucking stupid? He's been a lawyer, a special counsel to Louisiana Governor Buddy Roemer, secretary to Governor Roemer's cabinet, Secretary of State for the Department of Revenue in the cabinet of Louisiana Governor Mike Foster, 1996 to 1999, the Louisiana State Treasurer, 1999 to 2016, before being elected as a Republican to the U.S. Senate in 2016, re-elected in 2022 for the term ending January 3rd, 2029. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees he is on. He is on the Committee on Appropriations, of which he is on the Subcommittee on Commerce, Justice, Science, and Related Agencies, the Subcommittee on the Department of Defense, the Subcommittee on the Department of Homeland Security, the Subcommittee on the Departments of Labor, Health, and Human Services, and Education and Related Agencies, the Subcommittee on Energy and Water Development, of which he is chairman, and the Subcommittee on Transportation, Housing, and Urban Development and Related Agencies. He's on the Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Economic Policy, of which he is chairman, the Subcommittee on Financial Institutions and Consumer Protection, and the Subcommittee on Securities, Insurance, and Investment. He's on the Committee on the Budget, and he's on the Committee on the Judiciary, of which he's on the subcommittee on border security and immigration, the subcommittee on federal courts, oversight, agency action, and federal rights, the subcommittee on privacy, technology, and the law, and the subcommittee on the Constitution. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 individual donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have United Health Group. And they are an American multinational for-profit company based in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, specializing in health insurance and healthcare services, selling insurance products under United Healthcare and healthcare services under the Optum brand. It is the world's 7th largest company by revenue and the largest healthcare company by revenue. The company is ranked 7th on the 2025 Fortune Global 500. It had a market capitalization of more than $300 billion as of year end 2025 and is the largest health insurer in the United States, insuring over 50 million people, and operates globally. It has faced numerous investigations, lawsuits, and fines, including SEC enforcement for stock option backdating, Medicare overbilling, unfair claims practices, mental health treatment denials, and anti-competitive behavior. It was founded in 1974. At least one part of it was CharterMed, and then 77 with United Healthcare. Altogether, it has donated $39,519, and once again, that's United Health Group. Next, at number 2, we have Prices LLC, and they are a Shreveport, Louisiana-based business technology services company that specializes in software development, data analytics, artificial intelligence, and advanced technical solutions for the Department of Defense. As an LLC registered in SAM.gov since May 2007, it has established itself as a strategic partner to the Air Force and its research laboratories, with a particular focus on developing platforms and capabilities that support military command and control system. Any of the data as far as like what year it's founded or anything? I don't see anything. Altogether, it has donated $29,491. And once again, that's Prices LLC. Next, at number 3, we have Rourke Capital Group. And they are also known as Rourke Capital Management, or simply Rourke Capital, and are an American private equity firm with around $37 billion in assets under management that is focused on the leveraged buyout investments in middle market companies, primarily in the franchise, multi-location restaurant and food, health and wellness, and business service sectors. It is named for Howard Rourke, the protagonist in Ayn Rand's novel The Fountainhead. Oh, fucking God. The firm claims that its name is not meant to connote any particular political philosophy, bullshit, but instead signify the firm's admiration for the iconoclastic qualities of independence and self-assurance embodied by the central figure in the fountainhead. It was founded in 2001 and is headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia. Altogether, it has donated $20,000, and once again, that's Rourke Capital Group. Next, at number 4, we have Sierra Frac Sand, and they are headquartered in Tatum, Texas, and are a leading provider of regional and native proppant production, supply, and storage based in Texas and Louisiana that specializes in efficient fracking production with flat storage solutions to enhance cost effectiveness and offer a variety of proppant sizes, including 1630, 2040, and 3050, which are more affordable compared to the traditional northern white sand. Their primary clients include businesses seeking sand solutions for their operations. Altogether, they have donated $19,900, and once again, that's Sierra Frac Sand. Finally, in 5th, we have One Equity Partners, and they are a private equity firm with over $10 billion in assets under management, which primarily deals with the industrial, healthcare, and technology sectors in North America and Europe, and was the merchant banking arm of J.P. Morgan Chase, focused on leveraged buyouts and growth capital investments in middle market companies. Formed by Bank One in 2001, the group has offices in New York City, Chicago, Sao Paulo, Vienna, Hong Kong, and Frankfurt. It is headquartered in New York City, and altogether it has donated $19,800, and once again, that's One Equity Partners. Now, that last amount, we also have a number at that same amount, 4 more, so I'll just go ahead and list them off instead of giving their definition. We have Stevens Incorporated, Invamid Associates, Hannah Capital LLC, and Atco Investment. Now, let's go ahead and look at the top 5 industry donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have Retired, who altogether have donated $5,101,699. Other single issue or ideological groups have altogether donated $184,599. Next, at number 3 is attorneys and law firms, who altogether have donated $167,347. Next, at number 4 is private equity and investment firms, who altogether have donated $149,787, and in 5th is real estate developers and subdividers, who altogether have donated $145,449. Now, let's go ahead and look at all the donors at a glance. Looking at the top 5 individual. United Health Group. Boo! Suck! Praces LLC. Ooh. The only reason I give them an ooh instead of a boo suck is that even though they mainly do work for defense groups and stuff like that, they're a small business, so we'll at least give them a little leeway. Very little, but a little. Rourke Capital Group. Boo! Suck! Sierra Frac Sand. side-eye. Because selling the sand in and of itself isn't necessarily a bad thing, but what they are selling it initially for use for, fracking, is complete and utter horse shit. And one equity partners both suck. Now let's go ahead and look at the industries at a glance. Retired. Great. Absolutely wonderful. It's people. That's what you should be getting your money from. Other single issue or ideological groups. Fine. In and of itself, single issues aren't a bad thing, but we know what kind of things they can tend to lead into. Examples are the political parties or APAC or big banking, stuff like that. So that's why I kind of have to set it in the middle there. Attorneys and law firms, ooh. Private equity and investment firms, boo, suck. Real estate developers and subdividers, ooh. So yeah, industries, you're not looking good. And individually, really not looking good. I'm going to have to say, I'll give you the old side eye. I want so bad to go ahead and say your donors sucked ass, but I'm going to give you the old side eye because some of the things in and of themselves aren't bad. But what they tend to be used for usually are. But this has been a look at Senator John Kennedy, one of the 2 senators for the state of Louisiana. As always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources, and it can't be tinfoil hat wearing sources or a bunch of anecdotes slapped together to try to make sources. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.